And this is case number 2 of BenP34's 2016 Bowman Draft 3-case player slot break, hosted on Blowoutcards. We got our sealed case right here. Alright, now YouTube, I'm putting the camera down. Ustream, I will show you all the seals, because that is the official stream as far as Blowout is concerned. So you guys, that's the top. You got 8 boxes, 12 packs per box. And we'll flip this thing over. Yes, you can see I have a children's basketball hoop over my bedroom door. Well, I guess on YouTube you think I'm crazy, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Flip this over. See the bottom.
Number 1 glove of pro players, Rolex, the mark of a pro. Perfect game, the largest and most respected independent scouting service in baseball.
So we are going to crack this open.
Leading by a score of 6-1 and a chance to hit just a little bit more. This is Cole Wilcox. His opportunity out of Chickamauga, Georgia. Top 10 players included Georgia's top 5 pitcher in the United States. Heritage High School. Exposure 17U Prime.
Ooh, tripod down.
I think we're going to see, it's been a few innings since we saw the high-octane fastballs, and we're going to come back to it. This and Cole Wilcox, has that ideal pitcher's body. It's big and strong. He also has very good secondary pitches, and you saw the change up there with a lot of right to it. But they have 3.
There is our 2016 Bowman Draft Jumbo case. And flip this over. And there are all the boxes.
Dave, I think he threw that fastball up in his own intention. He's ahead of the change up. It's like, let's go upstairs and see if we can just get him to chase.
It is a great pitch. When you have 2 strikes and you get to pitch to ways to see if that hitter's going to go and chase, it's so difficult. I don't care if you're in the major leagues. I see some of major league pitchers use it as a apply to their game. It's really rough. What's so impressive today?
So we got 8 boxes, 3 autos per box.
Guys that are going into senior year of high school.
So 24 autographs in this case, and then we got another 3rd case just like it, which we'll do tomorrow night. So let's start with this box right here.
The left field, the outstanding all-state defensive back as well.
That phone might be ringing here tonight after this game.
So after a lackluster super jumbo case, a few good cards, but looking at it from the perspective of if it were my personal case, I wouldn't have been very happy with the results. It wasn't terrible, but it was missing a lot of big names. I mean, just going down the draft as far as the auto spots, it didn't have any for number 1. It had 1 for number 2, none for 3, none for 4, 2 for 5, None for 6, none for 7, none for 8, none for 9,
Realize that this ball bounces tremendously.
none for 11, none for 12,
Make the play.
1 for 14, 1 for 15,
Very good round out there, base runners.
1 for 18, and 1 for 20. So I think 5 out of the top 20, you know, all the auto spots in the top 20, I think maybe 5 of them had a hit. So hopefully we get some more diversity in case number 2.
That young man right there, the fact that you're willing to die, you're always going to learn, right?
So on average, in case you guys didn't figure out the odds, there was 30 autos in the Super Jumbo case and 24 in each of these. So that's 48 plus 30 is 78. Divided divided by the 56 or 58, 56.
And he throws the ball back.
Obviously they're not equally divided, but you know, on average, 78 autos divided by 56 is 1.39, so 1.4 autos per spot. You know, when you factor in inserts and the fact that we're only doing 3 cases, it doesn't, you know, average out evenly. Some are going to have 3 or 4, some are going to have 0. So
Peter's tied up there, and we told you, he's a pitcher and a very good one. He is a middle infielder and a very good
monster.
one.
All right. There goes nothing.
For much that same reason.
Ricky Maniac. I wonder how he played today. He weren't in the break yesterday. Maniac plays for the Lakewood Blowoutcards in the South Atlantic League, which is, Lakewood is actually my team's rival. We have a rivalry called the Shore Series.
I'm a softer, happier, friendlier version of myself.
What do you know? First box, and we got a bonus auto. Hopefully a bonus auto. I believe I'll be All-America game. It's funny because that's what's on TV right now is the All-America, Perfect Game, All-American games. Andy Yerzy, 43 out of 225. Andy Yerzy, All-America game auto. That is going to Aunt Vivian. That's the second All-American game auto through 1 case and 1 pack. So definitely beating the odds there. Definitely beating the odds. Andy Yerzy, All-America game autograph. Back to YouTube. Remainder of our pack. Maniac Chrome. Eloy Jimenez Light Blue Refractor. Bounty Refractor. Espinoza Refractor.
2 rosters, 50 deep, September 3rd at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Nice Eloy Light Blue.
Networks and streamed on MLB.com. The 14U age group. We're excited to be a part of that broadcast as well. The men who are almost on their way into college and professional baseball, that 17-18U age group. The final.
So we're off to a good start. As long as that's a bonus auto, we're off to a good start, that is. Green paper for Twins, Nick Gordon. Go along with his orange refractor from case numero 1.
Fastball, but he also can spin spin the ball.
Jacob Hayward, blue refractor for the Giants.
Delivery, have that athletic.
Bradley Zimmer and Brent Adcock, refractors.
Guerrero Weaver fouled that first one off because it spiked into the dirt. And see as it rocketed back, you got a piece of Christopher Willis. Looks like he's all right off the face mask. The Louisiana native shakes it off. Guerrero waves through that one.
Allison's got nice tight mechanics. Not a lot of extra motion in his windup.
Ooh, oh my goodness. The Chargers are sure the ball. Wow, the breaking ball, strike 3 to the pride of the
Jordan Sheffield, draft dividends. Jordan Sheffield. Caprian and Shore, refractors.
That's a nice little 12-6 curveball.
Hopefully, yeah, we should have our first autograph in this pack. Our first chrome autograph, I should say. Sorry.
That, by the way, good in the classroom too. Last semester, 3.6 GPA.
Ronnie Dawson, base auto. That's a new name. I'm happy to see a new name, Ronnie Dawson. Auto's a little weak, a little soft. Thin. But we got Joe Wentz and Austin Dean, refractors.
Duly noted, young man, and a nice thought. We'll remember Grant as well.
More Ben Bowden, okay.
Mile high and it's foul, so we told you that Blaze Alexander set the record, right? 99 miles an hour across the infield. Who record did he break?
Young man you may have heard by the name of Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa. He kind of had that in his sights, didn't he, Blaze
Oh,
Alexander?
there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I'm guessing Carlos was 98.
Yes, he was out there.
Carlos Correa's got a chance to be a pretty good player. What do you think?
One out away.
Bo Bichette, chrome. Bradley Zimmer, Fantasy Impact. Alanaeus and Shelby, refractors. Alex Call, paper parallel, numbered to 499. Nolan Jones, super frickin' fractor auto. Holy shit!
West players are certainly all.
Are you kidding me?
Right now, they're anxious.
Well, there is the legendary possibility of a dog pile out there that makes everyone a little nervous.
Holy crap!
I was a little nervous watching some of the kids do backflips at the beach yesterday.
Who the heck is that going out to? Stephen Tomalan. Holy crap. He won the free box, and now he's got a Nolan Jones Super Fractor Auto, 1 of 1. Wow.
The West does it this time. The East comes up short. Both teams have their magical moments like David Ronsley. The arms to start the game for the East. Kumar Rocker, Will Banfield right out of the game.
Well,
We've been talking about arms all summer. This is a special
that card
class of arms
alone would come close to paying for the case, I believe.
And just not the ability to Billy Davis.
That is
97, 98 miles an hour. But we saw outside.
a beautiful card.
Outside quality breaking balls, not just from Carter Stewart, but from Halverson and some other pitchers.
I think I
So
have.
we really saw the whole package of pitchers.
Yeah, the impressive part for me was the power, right? And then with the ability for these young men to
I'll be right back,
you
guys.
said it too, the secondary pitches that they were throwing 4 strikes. To be this far advanced at this early of an age It's exciting to watch. And again, I had to keep reminding myself, these are guys that are 17 and 18 years old, and they're playing well beyond their years.
You see Jordan Grosschanz, that's one of the neat surprises, number 22 in that West blue jersey. He was one of the spectacular men tonight with the home run, but the match belonged to Nolan Foreman. He homered first. He's been homering all summer long. He homered at Major League Baseball's All-Star game at Home Run Derby. He is tonight's most valuable player. Trevor Hoffman is with him. Brett Dolan, take it away. This is an honor.
All right, thank you, Darren. So Trevor Hoffman is here to introduce our perfect game, All-American Classic, most valuable.
5 of 5 went for 1,500. Did it sell for 1,500?
Pleasure to give you 2017 perfect game all.
Or was it a best offer 1,500 deal?
No better ambassador than Trevor Hoffman for this All-American Classic and a former Arizona Wildcat great.
Jesus, Stan.
So 4 RBIs tonight.
Send it back and say it was damaged. Yeah.
They're pretty rare in this game, but I know
No way. That's awesome.
I think you knew you got it.
Yeah, Mason, my buddy, we've been friends for a while, so I was getting in on him, he's a good pitcher, so I'm just happy to do that.
Best offer, so it may have only.
You won the Home Run Derby, the high school Home Run Derby during the Major League All-Star game, but this was 96 on the inside corner, so this was a little bit different.
Yeah, that was a lot quicker than
My guess, this thing would go for 900 to 1,100 if I had to guess.
In this game, play with these great players and come out with the MVP.
Yeah, it was fun this whole week. I'm going to Rady Children's Hospital, and those kids are great, inspired me a lot, and this whole week has been awesome. And I'm an MVP, so it's special.
Congratulations.
We're just going to leave it right there.
Nolan Gorman, our most valuable player. The
I know you can't tell from that far away that it's a super fractor, but second super I've pulled in a group break.
Major leaguer Joey Gallo for the West squad back in 2011.
And the other super fractor was in a eBay group break, and it was for a spot that no one bought. So it's actually sitting in my collection because no one bought the spot.
Baseball's in good hands.
It wasn't nearly as good as that one. It was a Kyle Seager Bowman's Best 2015 super fractor. Not like a rookie card or anything. Just a
There's no question about it. I think with Major League Baseball, it's more intentionality.
base veteran super fractor.
For these youths, to be able to see a game like this in a big league ballpark, I think that
TJ Zook, draft Dealings,
little leaguers and
Sheffield and Quantrill refractors.
to be able to say, I want to get to that perfect game.
Can I borrow your phone?
David, and as somebody who works for Perfect Game and has for 16 years, it's been such a pleasure to see the growth in Perfect Game, but also in its involvement with Major League Baseball, to how this classic had a big league ballpark and just be part of that bigger picture of the game.
I want to put this picture up, and I want to do it before this break is over, or before this case is over. I just need to use it to get online.
Astros and D-backs. Then at 10, the White Sox and the Dodgers. Dave Ballard, David Ronsley, Brett Dolan, what a crew. It's always a pleasure to
Give me 1 second, guys. I want to post this picture up on Twitter and the thread.
Perfect game, All-American Classic. And once again, on behalf of our crew, good night. From here at Petco Park in San Diego, California. Enjoy it.
Yeah, super's probably about 1,000. That makes sense.
Chris Sale continue his dominance of the Yankees lacrosse.
I mean,
Take it 9 straight wins, and Tom Verducci joins the show to talk about what's behind John Carlos.
one of probably the best card I've ever sold personally was the Michael Wacha Red Refractor Auto from 2012 Bowman Draft. I got about $9.50 ungraded for it. And I sold it a month before his playoff run in 2013.
This isn't the 2016 version of the concept. A number of players struggled, underachieved in every aspect of the game. The Cubs have allowed a group of teams to really get back into the mix. The Cardinals hunting down the Cubs. The Redbirds having some fun. It's a different team offensively.
There we go.
You're starting to see things mesh together, and they're hoping they can go on a record.
You can't ever count out the Cardinals, winners of 8 straight games heading into Sunday. The Redbirds have climbed all the way back to a tie for first in the NL Central with the Cubbies. This from a team that was talking about needing a change of culture just a few weeks ago. While the Cards have been surging, the Cubs have had a bit of a letdown after starting the second half on fire. Chicago has lost 7 of their last 10 games, but Sunday they turned to Jake Arrieta, who has returned to his dominant self on the mound lately. Arrieta is unbeaten with a 1.69 ERA in his last 4 road starts. Cubs taking on the Diamondbacks. Zach Godley opened up the first inning with back-to-back strikeouts. A single and a walk would give Chicago a chance to get on the board, but Godley wasn't finished either.
Bryant is at second, Rizzo at first. They'll be on for the pitch. 2 outs, 3-2 to Victor Caratini. Caratini swings and misses. The ball gets away. Comes to the backstop. Bryant's going to try to score. They throw the plate. He slides in. He's safe. He scores. A clean 1-0. That might be the most interesting play I have ever seen. Well, Godley gets his 3rd strikeout in the inning, but the inning is still going. And now the batter, Kyle Schwarber. And he struck him out swinging. Zach Godley strikes out 4 in the inning, but the Cubs get a run.
Here is your phone back. Alright. Just about ready.
Flipped into the air to left. Schwarber going back. Conduit. Marte tags. There's the catch. The throw comes into 3rd. Marte will score to cut the lead to 2-1. The second ball back to Rocco. 2 men out down. Ryan Nutter, the catcher.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Jake gets out of this inning. Big pitch by Jake. He does give up a run, but limits the damage. Hayward at first, Caratini at second, and Javier Baez ready to stand in. Baez drives on the air. Get out the tape measure. Long gone.
Oh my goodness. There's no doubt about it, as a home run can be.
5-1 here in the 8th.
Alright. Next pack.
Huge series. He's got 8 hits in the series. And a single double to walk today. Deep drive to left center field off the bat of Bryant. Get out the tape measure again.
We got Reggie Jackson draft history, Hudson Potts, and Ronnie Williams refractors.
Chicago wins its 7th big game. The Cubs earn a series victory and end their West Coast road trip with an even 3-3 record. Chris Bryant is batting .462 over the 10-game history. Braves facing the red-hot Cardinals, nothing quite like having knuckleballers required an offense that's been on fire. R.A. Dickey doing his part early on to keep the Cards off the scoreboard, putting the 8th-game win streak in jeopardy to St. Louis.
Trailing 2-0 and first base.
Alright.
And it's 4-0. R.A. Dickey goes to work. Cardinals nothing so far today. There's Golden Wall. Swing of the ball hit toward the
Glaber.
This one will get down for extra.
Joshua Lowe, Sky Blue refractor. AJ Puck Fantasy Impact. Bieber and Johnson refractors. There's a base auto of Connor Jones. Connor Jones base auto. Nick Lopez and Skylar Szynski refractors.
Steps, Yadier Molina. What I recall, Molina was
Tyler J, numbered out of 499, paper parallel.
And the Cardinals strand the bases loaded.
Eric Lauer, draft dividends. Dylan Cease and Matt Face, refractors. Michael Walker lost his first game of his career in the month of August. That's pretty incredible.
Championship hopes are flashing before their eyes.
Matt Face, Fantasy Impact. Will Craig and Chris Shaw, refractors.
But there are no torn ligaments, meaning Harper will be back before the end of the season and hopefully with plenty of time to prepare himself for the postseason. Harper joins fellow
That'll do it for box 1
and Jason Work on the DL, meaning that
of case 2.
outfield to begin the season is on the show.
Away from the field, that's my livelihood out there. So, out there with their team and their teammates and winning ball games, and that's the only thing that was on my mind at that time. And the World Series is definitely on my mind. Playoffs, things like that. We're not gonna rush or anything like that. So, if I feel good, I'm gonna play. If I don't feel good, then I'm not gonna go out there and play.
Dusty Baker and Bruce Bochy came into the day tied with Lou Piniella for the 14th most wins as a manager in MLB history. Who would pass Piniella first?
2 on, 1 out. Next up is the center fielder, Gorky Hernandez.
Line to the right center field, base hit.
Goodwin is going to throw home. Not in time. Giants on the board.
Joe Pat, single to center, his first time up. Now a base hit could mean 2 more runs for the Giants.
That's a base hit.
All right, box number 2.
Chris Stratton is still involved. He's got a really good job of keeping the ball in a little place and he's going to over the arm to take the camera there. Double figure strikeout game.
San Francisco Giants. Number 60, Hunter Strickland. And is that looking up in here? See you later. Half the deficit is gone. It's a 4-2 game.
As we move to the last light there in the stands.
All right.
Giants win game 1 after being 2 with 90
That is not Murph's real hair. Can't be cool. Murphy, that's a loud sound. High in the air. Left center. C.
Chipper Jones, draft history. Corbin Burns and Michael Getty's refractors.
Murphy with the 20th home run of the year as the a run scored. Joe Panic trying to score. He was thrown out by Michael Taylor. Look closely.
We got a purple refractor. See if we got ink on it or not. No ink. For the Brewers, Corey Ray. Not a bad purple refractor. Corey Ray. Number 2/5. 205 out of 250. Francis Marte, Fantasy Impact. Hendricks and Call, refractors.
The Panda crushes this one.
Blue paper, Sheldon Noisy for the Nationals. Sheldon Noisy. Draft dividends, Zach Collins for the White Sox. Zach Collins draft dividends. Neidert and Lawson refractors.
Thanks to Kendrick's first walk-off homer since 2013. Kendrick is batting .375 in 13 games since joining Washington.
Chris Oakey, base auto. AJ Puck and Mitch Keller refractors. Chris Oakey.
Leading the charge for the Angels on offense. But could an under-the-radar starter be key to the escape of Americans in Seattle?
Quick Pitch is presented by Degree Deodorant. The road lets you down.
Degree has redefined deodorant with motion sense technology so that I can redefine power, footwork, range. The more I move, the more it works. Degree, it won't let you down.
Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes and counting.
Everything does sound better.
Give me some shot.
Nolan Williams, Sky Blue. Franklin Barreto, Fantasy Impact. Daz Cameron and Drew Harrington refractors. Looks like we got some purple here. Could be an auto. Could be. No. Pretty stupid statement. Hello, Joe Rizzo. Joe Rizzo, purple refractor auto. Sorry, not Lynch. Joe Rizzo, purple refractor auto, 33 out of 250. Fraley and Torres refractors.
Defensive shifts. We're going to talk about what a third baseman plays during the shift. And to help out, let's go to Justin Turner.
Who, me?
Normally he plays here, but during the shift, he may go to the right of second base, in some cases, to the left of second base. What are you guys doing? You may even move to the shallow outfield. I mean, you could end up anywhere.
You think you guys getting a little carried away now?
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the game.
That's it!
Indians visiting the Rays. Corey Kluber on the mound for Cleveland. He's had a dominant year. Check out where he ranks among AL pitchers. Favorite Chris Sale, and Kluber is probably the hottest pitcher in the AL. The Rays will try to get to him early.
2 outs with men at first and second. He's Evan Longoria. And the pitch lined it up.
Draft dividends, Braxton Garrett, Flaherty and Dahlbeck refractors. Yes, you did. It was very nice of you to do that. Austin Riley, paper number to 499. Draft dividends, Frank Thomas. or draft history. I'm sorry, not draft dividends. Will Benson and Forrest Wall refractors. We got a green refractor. Probably not an autograph, but we'll see. You never know. Nope. Tyler O'Neill, green refractor for the Mariners. Number 55 out of 99. Tyler O'Neill. Cousins, and then Rortvet and Cordell refractors.
The Mariners, Nelson Cruz sets the plate with 2 on. Cruz hits a high fly ball to center field. Mike Trout attempting to throw out Yonder Alonso, but he is safe. It's 1-0 Mariners. Can the Angels pick up?
Hey, Joe Rizzo, have a day. Joe Rizzo base auto. Cousins and Solak refractors. Joey Rizzo. Hey, don't worry. Angels Chrome's still got some guns left in the some bullets left in the chamber. Could hit face gold refractor.
I think it's important for a young kid to have out there, and he does. So hopefully he's going to do the same things he's been doing. There's chances to win, and pitch efficient and pitch defensively.
Yeah, it looks like Whitley, Collins, Perez, Benson. Man, not really good one.
Giving them their longest winning streak last July. Victory also took the Angels 3 games over 500 for the first time in April.
Draft dividends, AJ Puck, McMahon and Quinn refractors. We got orange paper for the Mariners, Kyle Lewis. That's a really good orange paper. Kyle Lewis. Now let's see if we can get his auto spot on the board. Kyle Lewis Fantasy Impact. Birdie and Irvin refractors. Kyle Lewis orange paper is numbered 14 out of 25. 14 of 25. Oh, you traded for Rizzo. Yeah.
Nice pizza.
No way, Chicago deep dish.
White. Half veggies, half meat.
Just cheese.
Extra crunchy.
Wait, how can you do it?
Hop with the riddle.
No, pizza.
Really? That's my pizza. Come on. Pizza and a Coke.
Got that right.
Oh, man.
My pizza goes best with a Coke.
Nice one.
Only with a Coke.
Away is 1,000,000 miles from the office. 1,000 years from yesterday. And the absolute shortest distance between work and play. Find your way. For a dealer in the RV that's right for you, visit GoRV.com.
This summer, on Wendy's
It's going to be very similar to that case.
Feel free to freak out, because now's the best time to indulge a little. Or a lot. Do you?
Alright, let's put some of these away.
No one loves a road trip like your furry sidekick. So when your side class gets damaged, trust Safe Light Auto Glass.
Yeah.
And we'll get you back on the road.
Hey, if we had two supers in one case, I think it's been done once before, at least to my knowledge, but
Which one are we?
it's like one in a zillion, trillion, million. Alright, next box.
The episode 311 record since July 29th is the worst in all of baseball. Magnifying his
Ryan Mountcastle, Sky Blue. He's having a hell of a year. Greg Maddox, draft history. Young and Hansen, refractors. How Ryan Mountcastle is not in the top 100 prospects amazes me. Joe Morales, purple refractor. He played for the team I worked for 2 years ago. No, he didn't. Tyler Beede, Fantasy Impact. Marte and Ray refractors. Speaking of supers, I need the Jomar Super and Orange to complete the chrome side of his rainbow in this. So, anyone who knows where I can find those, we got a finder's fee. Barreto and Hayward refractors. Justin Dunn draft dividends. Auto number 1 of box 3 should be in this pack. Will Benson, refractor auto. Will Benson, refractor auto, 130 out of 499. That's 2 refractor autos for the Will Benson spot. So that spot is paying out ahead of schedule right now.
Houston wins it 2-1. The Astros snap their 5-game skid as Ken Giles reports the first 6-out save of his career. Keuchel has allowed just 1 run over his last 3 starts against the Rangers.
Man, these are so predictable.
The Astros got some bullpen help on Sunday, acquiring Tyler Clippard from the White Sox. The right-handed Clippard has posted a 4.27 ERA in 51 appearances.
Bowman draft
the deal comes less than a month after the White Sox acquired Clippard.
always
Twins taking on the Tigers
comes
in town. Top the first, Brian Dozer leading
in the
off.
same guys, same autos, the same guys
Matt Boyd,
every
his
single
Twins
time.
1-0 lead. Jump to the third, it's 2-0 Twins. Miguel Sano up with one on. And Sano goes deep to left. His 26th homer of the year makes it 4-0 Twins. Bottom five we go.
Here's
Nicholas
one.
Castellanos up with two on. Urban Santana's
All right.
Gets past Chris Young. Later up back, Castellanos. This single in the left field. That plays another run.
Peter Alonso, silver paper, numbered out of 499, 219 out of 499.
Right out James again. Balls away from Jimenez again. The tying run in.
Zach Collins, Fantasy Impact, Taylor Trammell and Daniel Palka, refractors. Bless you.
Runners on second and third. About 9 we go, now 6-4 Twins. Trevor Hildenberger on to save. The tying run at the plate gets McCann to strike out to end it.
Gavin Lux, Space Auto. I was just about to say the top two names that we can probably expect in this case are going to be Gavin Lux and Taylor Trammell, as far as base autos go. Jay and Collins, refractors. If you guys go look through Houdini's Twitter and look at his recap pictures, when you pull an Oki and a Dawson and a Rizzo, the rest of the guys that come with that, Gavin Lux, Pete Alonso.
2002 again. Eight right fielder Jermaine Dye up. Last one home run to left field. Back to Sunday. Current right fielder for the A's.
Not many of the top names in our
on the right center field.
draft.
16 of the year rejoiced in 8.
Here's one: Lux, Rizzo,
One more flashback. A's closer Billy Koch.
Oki,
Final batter pick up the
Hunter Jones,
20 game win streak. So back to Sunday. The A's current closer.
a perfect game auto. This one did have a Moniac refractor.
Start a brand new win streak. Oakland earns a split of the 4-game series as Raveman earns his first win since April. All 8 of Matt Chapman's home runs this season have come since the All-Star break. Time to see who was making moves presented by Agree. Back to Arizona. Chris Bryant enjoyed his third straight 3-hit game against the Mets.
But the ones that have Moniac and most of those guys do not usually have the guys that we've hit already. So hopefully case number 3 does, so that we can get everyone on the board. Robbins and Thompson refractors with a Dakota Hudson draft dividends.
Your real life's all this. Oh, we are the #1 motorcycle.
Ozzie Smith, draft history. Kevin Biggio and Matt Chapman refractors.
I retire as champion. King Hog. Champion.
Wait, how'd you get out here? Oh, don't worry, I've got T-Mobile. It's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. You sure about that?
What'd they just do?
Check it out. Unlimited data means unlimited grip. Hey, the guy's feeding the bullpen. Sorry. That's the dugout. I know, yeah, totally.
We can't really give everything access to the field. We can't give you America's best unlimited network. Is a part of me.
Gold paper coming up for the Royals. Royals are getting their second gold paper of the break. AJ Puckett, 44 out of 50. Ooh, we got some orange. Zach Collins, orange refractor. Nice card. for the White Sox. Going out to Brewer. Brewer had the White Sox spot.
It's pretty uncomfortable. Jason Spoon, Boyd with seasoned beef, party table.
Then we had a sky blue of Antonio Senzatela, sky blue, Meadows Fantasy Impact, Delvin Perez Refractor, and Francisco Mejia Refractor.
Taste of comfort with the new Delta Taterina, only at Taco Bell.
Let's get you where you need.
This might be our last auto of the box. Buddy Reed base auto. Kyle Tucker and Cody Sedlock refractors. Buddy Reed, let's get him on the board.
It appears we have a new machine in baseball. Giancarlo Stanton is on an inhuman run at the plate, belting 8 home runs in his last 9 games, including...
Yep, Buddy Reed's another one that runs with Oakey and Jones and Lux and Rizzo.
His next run will also be the 250 of his career. Could he keep it?
Quantrill and Dunn, Biggio.
In the first after exiting the game early Saturday for arguing before his first at-bat. Could the Rockies turn around this weekend?
No score here in the second in Miami. Second and third.
Corey Ray draft dividends, LeBlanc and Puckett refractors. Grader paper. Justin Dunn Fantasy Impact, Martinez and Bautista refractors.
He's over 9 times in 10 days. Giancarlo Stanton yet another Marlins record. 21 home runs in July 5th. Put in perspective here, from April 1st to July 4th, he had 21 home runs as well. So it just shows you, just how much damage he has done.
Like the Vilas, the second baseman struck out his first time up. With his hot smash scare inside the bag at third, down into the left field corner. Delis scores the go-ahead run. Rojas around third. He's being waved to the plate, and there's not going to be a throw.
Yeah, I agree. I like Alex Kirilloff. He is a talented young man.
And Nolan just got hit, and got hit on that hand. Left hand wrist area. And this Arenado is coming out of the ballgame. Playoff hopes, in a lot of ways, are resting on his shoulders. What has been an awful weekend.
I hope we can get Kirilloff auto in here at some point.
Miami does win 5-3 and
Maybe not this case, hopefully in the last one.
Stanton homer in the 4th straight game. The Marlins complete the sweep of the Rockies. Stanton is the first player in franchise history with 9 home runs in a 10-game span. And with that, I want to welcome in Tom Wilson joining us here in studio. Thank you so much. It has been a big, not a big couple of weeks this week. 42nd home run with 250 of his career.
And he's done that by making adjustments, and specifically with his stance. I want to go back to last year when Stanton had more than open stance. You see that it is even open there. They keep the Stanton from hip though. He's such a rotational hip. His hips been circling and he's jumping over the field. Now this is really the neutral stance. Not closed, not open. That front hip stays in a little bit longer. Now he's going to close it even more. This is slightly closed stance a month later in June.
Mike Piazza, draft history. Moniac refractor. Thompson Williams refractor.
Extremely close stance. Hey, that's reminiscent of the 1970s and 80s. Guys like Jack Clark and Bill Rudy. And you see this left from last year. You can see how little by little he has changed that stance so it's more closed. And I think for
Justin Alleman, numbered out of 499.
this has been the right thing to do.
Blue refractor of Justice Sheffield for the Yankee spot. Blue refractor, Justice Sheffield, 117 out of 150. Ray Fantasy Impact, Clark and Ravens refractors.
What are they going to do? Can they move Stanton? Will they move Stanton? Obviously, he wasn't moved. But with this new ownership group coming in, what do you think the chances are that that massive contract that's attached to him, that he can get moved this offseason?
I think there's certainly be a rumor to that, but I don't think we should be prepared to take that. One of the first things you do is trade your best player. And a player, right? And I know people, you mentioned how you did the contract. Well, I think as we get into next year,
Draft dividends of Dane Benning, Woodmansey and Lux refractors.
I think he will be able to be traded. I don't think the contract will be prohibited.
And this is usually the first auto in first pack of. Looks like we got a green refractor auto should be coming up. Alec Hansen, green refractor auto, number 89 of 99. Alec Hansen, green refractor auto. I think that's a new name. I don't think that's one we've gotten. Reynolds and Smith refractors. Should hopefully see Corey Ray make an appearance this case, along with AJ Puck and Matt Face. That would be nice.
Crazy. LA wins at 6-4. The Dodgers are undefeated in their last 19 series, while every other team has lost at least 6 series in that span. With 2 hits on Sunday, Justin Turner is back 3-9.
We got Zach Jackson, Sky Blue, Arroyo Fantasy Impact, Zook and York refractors. Blue paper, Corey Ray. Blue paper, Corey Ray. Number 22 out of 150. Bobachek Chrome. Kevin Biggio, base auto. Sheffield and Who refractors. So probably Kevin Biggio will come back up. Kevin Biggio. Cal Quantrill, draft dividends, bead and low refractors.
total value of $9,600 with 0% financing for 60 months on this Silverado All-Star. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Johnny Bench, draft history. Draft history, Johnny Bench. We got Kyle Hart and Javier Guerrero refractors.
And the joy of homecoming. And all that brings. Arm & Hammer is with you for all of life cycles. Only with 3-in-1 power pots bring together Arm & Hammer freshness with OxyClean, America's #1 stain fighter additive brand, and a boost of fresh scent. New Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't seriously think that Aaron Judge was what he was in April, May, and June. Look at his career minor league numbers. What's the highest he hit in the minor leagues? Like 260, 270? Come on, you can't go from 260, 270 to hitting 300 on a consistent basis in the major leagues. It's just not going to happen. Tyler Wade, purple refractor, 134 out of 250. Jeffries and Mountcastle refractors, and a Zach Birdie fantasy impact.
We can help you. To celebrate, join us for the 5,000 store sale. Don't miss the daily deals and incredible savings on hundreds of items throughout the store. Friday through Monday only.
Alec Hansen, base auto, Alec Hansen. Kingery and Chatham, whatever. Refractors. Alec Hansen.
Welcome back to Quick Pitch, presented by the Reed. Neil Walker made his debut with his new team on Sunday. Walker was traded to the Brewers from the Mets for a player he named later. While Walker is normally a second baseman, he's not the sort of forward who can be on side of his Walker is expected to be around for Walker had a 780 OPS with the Mets this season.
Grant Holmes, paper parallel, numbered to 499.
And he promptly singles in the right field. Brian Brown's school because of all his by Jesse Winker.
Will Craig, draft dividends. Hader and Jackson refractors.
That brings the Reds within one. Developed 27 homer of the season.
Glaber, Chrome. Chrome Glaber.
Eric Silver triple. And Perez at the plate. Squeeze plays on Perez somehow.
Will Craig, fantasy impact. Jake Rogers and Eric Fed refractors.
Out of 5, Domingo Santana at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position. Santana, home run to right center field. It's a 3-run blast. 7-2.
I don't know much about Reynolds other than he's, decently highly regarded prospect.
Corey Canadian on the save it, facing Joe Lovato. Warning is power for the end of the game. Brewers win 7-2. Milwaukee takes the rubber match as they win consecutive home games. The Brewers has hit a total of 33 home runs in 13 games against the Reds this season. Let's head north of the border for Pirates and Blue Jays in the first. Josh Donaldson up with one on. Drives it deep left field. That is a no-doubter. 2-run shot, second deck. Let's take another look at that using StatCast powered by AWS. Donaldson all over the pitch, showing that power. 2-run homer has an exit velocity of 110.7 miles an hour. Distance of 452 feet. That will be a long one. His 16th homer of the year makes it 2-1 Blue Jays. Later in the inning, Chad Poole struggling, facing Ryan Goins. Gozo in the right for a double. Justin Smoke comes in to score. Ezekiel Pereira right behind him. The throw is offline. Jays take a 4-1 lead. Jay Happ took advantage of the early run support in the third. David Priest down looking in the fourth. And in the fifth, Happ paints the corner to retire Josh Harrison after 41st or in the sixth. Happ 6 innings of 1-run ball, 8 strikeouts. Bottom 7 we go. Justin Smoke. Going deep to left. Gone. Smoke's 32nd home run. Goes up 7-1 by that score. Coming up next, we take you to the south side of Chicago for some foul play. What exactly was Chicago Prez up to?
Alright. Box number 5.
Presented by Degree Deodorant. It won't let you down.
Degree has redefined deodorant with motion sensor technology so that I can redefine power, forward, range. The more I move, the more it works. Degree, it won't let you down.
Check it out.
Cross paths with John.
Dive into the classic crab lover's dream. Our new grilling crab legs with Dungeness and snow crab. Only during Crab Fest. Now this is seafood. And hurry in to enjoy our new crab melt, part of our seafood lovers lunch for just $9.99.
Here we go, box number 5. Nick Hansen, Sky Blue Refractor. Bo Bichette, Refractor, Bo Bichette. Reese Hoskins Refractor.
White Sox, Dodgers. MLB Network's Tuesday Night Baseball live at Kenny's Street.
Too much?
Then it changed fingers.
I got a blue refractor for the Mets, Michael Paez. 141 out of 150. Quantro, and then Sopko and Bolt refractors.
Hit the ball and you catch the ball.
Paper parallel for the White Sox. Jimmy Lambert, number 12 of 99. Draft dividends, Dalton Jeffries, Ian Happ refractor, Anthony Seymour refractor.
Who struggled at guaranteed rate field. Last 22 at-bats until now.
Let's see what is behind pack number 4 of box number 5. Should have some ink in here, some color ink.
A 3-run home run, his 14th is 8-0 Royals. On the 6-2-1 for Jorge Bonifacio. Fly ball into foul territory. Jose Abreu reaching over the rim.
I'm guessing Pete Alonso.
Perez snatches Abreu's glove. Having some fun at Abreu's expense.
Cole Reagans, Blue Wave Auto.
Later in the inning.
Cole Reagans, Blue Wave Auto. Nick Lopez refractor and Skylar Szynski refractor.
Bottom 9 we go. Man on for Nicky Delmonico. He goes deep to right center field, but Alex Gordon is there to rob him of a home run and end the ball game. Casey leads at 14-6. Back to the Expedia AL postseason picture, the wild card race remains crowded, with the Twins and Royals threatening to overtake the Angels for that second spot. The Mariners and Rays began the bid just a game behind the Halos, but fell further back with losses on Sunday. Time now for your Capital One Premier Blaze.
Hey, Reagan's hasn't been on the board yet, so glad to get him on the board. How many color autos have we had so far? 1, 2, 3. So we've only had 3 color autos, and there should be about 6 in the case. I'm sorry, no one's orange counts too, so 4. Dumb.
Capital One Premier Planes are presented by the Quicksilver Card from Capital One. Get the Quicksilver Card and earn only 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere.
Chase DeYoung, Fantasy Impact, Dylan Cease, and Matt Face, Refractors. This typically has our second auto, this pack. Let's see if that holds true. Let's see some Bill Bichette here. Nope, Dylan Carlson. Dylan Carlson base auto. Will Craig and Chris Shaw Refractors.
And a Coke.
You got that right. 2 Cokes, please.
My pizza is best with a Coke.
Nice one.
Only with a Coke.
Yep, Dylan Carlson also comes in the package of.
No one loves a road trip like your furry sidekick. So when your side class gets damaged,
Rizzo, Lux, Oki,
it's easy. Just bring it to us or let us come to you. And we'll get you back on the road. And your profile.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Repair.
I'm not a security guard. I'm a security monitor. What monitor?
Burns and Geddes Refractors.
Starting at $9.99. Go to lifelock.com.
Experience uncompromising performance. Experience amazing.
Daniel Johnson, numbered to 499. Paper parallel. Dylan Carlson, step right up. Purple refractor, number 80 of 250. Ken Griffey Jr., draft history. Hendricks and Call refractors.
Mets taking on the Phillies in the first Marcus plate manner. He scored for his last 24, but all 4 hits were home runs. And here he goes deep again. A 2-run shot, his 26th of the season. Mets up 2 zips. Top of the 5th, 2-1 Mets. Curtis Granderson up with a runner on second.
The Grandy Man can.
And a 2-run shot, his 7th.
Huh. It's almost like I knew she was going to say that. Schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Reese Hoskins, Sky Blue Refractor. Billy McKinney, Fantasy Impact. We got a Neidert and Lawson Refractor. Despite their struggles, the Brewers are just a game worse than St. Louis and still within striking distance of the wild card. Last call, and it is should be our autograph number 3. Delvin Perez Refractor Auto comes out of the gate with 2 autos in case 1 and a refractor auto in case 2. AJ Puck and Mitch Keller. Delvin Perez spot officially in the auto lead. Huh, it's ironic. personally didn't take that spot because I thought his autos were tough to hit. That's a nice hit for, who was it? Aunt Viv had pick number 2 and 5 and got Moniak and Delvin Perez. Oh man, let's see what this pack has in store. Matt Face, got Dividends, Harrington, and Daz Cameron Refractors. Kyle Lewis, paper parallel number to 499. Kyle Lewis paper, having a good day. TJ Zook, Fantasy Impact, Alexis Torres, and Jake Fraley Refractors.
It's a different team offensively, but that's a broken up. He's scored a lot of runs lately. We're starting to see things mesh together, and they're taking going to record.
You can't ever count out the Cardinals, winners of 8 straight games heading into Sunday. The Redbirds have climbed all the way back to a tie for first in the NL Central with the Cubbies. This from a team that was talking about needing a change of culture just a few weeks ago. While the Cards have been surging.
Alright, I'm going to take like a 2-minute break to get a little drink. And I will be right back to finish up the last 3 boxes of case 2. So, bear with me here for a minute or two.
Zach Godley opened up the first inning with back-to-back strikeouts. A single and a walk would give Chicago a chance to get on the board, but Godley wasn't finished either.
And I'll be right back.
Is at second, Rizzo at first. They'll be off for the pitch. 2 outs, 3 and 2 to Victor Caratini.
Caratini swings and misses. The ball gets away. It comes to the backstop. Bryant's going to try to score. They throw the plate. He slides in. He's safe. He scores. Cubs lead 1-0.
That might be the most interesting play I have ever seen.
Well, Godley gets his 3rd strikeout in the inning, but the inning is still going. And now the batter, Kyle Schwarber.
And he struck him out swinging. Zach Godley strikes out 4 in the inning, but the Cubs get a run.
Well, Marietta had been cruising along here, but he lost the 7th hitters over up the 5th.
And now the Diamondbacks would have men at second and third, 1 out, and a roll to the top of the lineup in Peralta.
Flipped into the air to left. Schwarber going back under it. Marte tanks. There's a catch. The throw comes into third. Marte will score to get the lead to 2-1. The second fly by Peralta. 2 men out now for Ryan Neville, the catcher.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Jake gets out of this inning. Big pitch by Jake. He does give up a run, but limits the game.
Hayward at first, Caratini at second, and Javier Baez ready to stand in.
And cross on the air. Get out the tape measure. Long gone.
Oh my goodness. There's no doubt about it as a home run BenP.
5-1 here in the 8th.
3.5 for a hit for the pitcher.
3.5. Deep to right. They've gone back-to-back for the second time in the series. Cubs lead 6-1.
Chris Bryant's had a huge series. He's got 8 hits in the series. He has single, doubled, and walked today.
Deep drive to left center field off the bat of Bryant. Get out the tape measure again. Long gone.
Chris Bryant has 9 hits in 3 games. That's his 21st home run.
Chicago wins it 7-2. The Cubs earn a series victory and end their West Coast road trip with an even 3-3 record. Chris Bryant is batting .462 over his 10-game hit streak. Braves facing the red-hot Cardinals. Nothing quite like having a knuckleballer to quiet an offense that's been on fire. R.A. Dickey doing his part early on to keep the Cards off the scoreboard, putting the 8-game winning streak in jeopardy for St. Louis.
Walker trailing 2-0.
At first base, no one out. It brings in Brandon Phillips.
High fly ball belted deep toward left field. That's headed for the Braves bullpen. It's a home run for Brandon Phillips. And it's 4-0. Ari Dickey goes to work and giving Cardinals nothing so far today. Here's Golden Wall. Swing and the ball's hit toward the right field corner. And this one will get down for extra bases. He's trying for third. And he's going to make it. A one-out triple for Golden Wall. There's Darcy Kelly. This may drop into shallow right, and it does. Base hit Darcy Kelly. Brett scores to make it 5-1. And in the 8th, Jim Johnson will take over for Ari Dickey, who went 7 innings of 1-run ball. 1-1 to count on DeYoung. And DeYoung sends a high fly ball. Deep left field. It is gone. He's done it again. His 18th of the year. And the Cardinals are down 5-2.
You know this team is not going to go quietly when they've been putting the ball the way they have for the last 8 days.
So here we go. Colton Wong at the plate. Wong hits it sharply. Scoots on through. Here comes Martinez. He will score. And it's a 5-3 lead. Richard at third. Wong at second. Kelly at first. 2 men up. In steps Yadier Molina. You might recall Molina was the man that hit the grand slam after the kitty cat roamed the field. And that's where the rally began. The Cardinals won right.
All right, back and ready to go.
Slowly to the third. And the Cardinals try the bases loaded.
Atlanta wins at 6-3. The Cardinals' 8-game win streak comes to an end as the Braves salvage the series finale. Michael Walcott takes the loss, the first of his career in the month of August.
So here's Harper. Harper had a big year. And that's many players who did
Grab these.
Harper threw the bag and he was hurt. Bryce is in a lot of pain right now. She's is in a total hush. And the Nationals are starting to panic right now. Literally, their championship hopes are flashing before their eyes.
Alright, box 6.
As bad as it initially looked. He does have a significant bruise after hyperextension when he slipped on the base, but there are no torn ligaments, meaning Harper will be back before the end of the season and will need plenty of time to prepare for the replacement. Harper during power match outfielders out of England work on the DL, given that actually starting outfield between the two teams.
Ooh, knocked our man Jones super over.
Think about that with your team and your teammates and getting ball games and so I think like that. We're not that much or that. I think we're good. They're not about that.
Dusty Baker and Bruce both continue to lay top of the league most runs ever during MLB history. Who would pass Snell at first?
2 on, 1 out. Giants on the board.
Joe Paddock, single to center, his first time up. Now base hit.
Bo Jackson, draft history. Flaherty and Dahlbeck refractors.
Chris Stratton is
The first double-figure strikeout game is a big leaguer for Chris Stratton.
Murphy stepping into the box representing the tying run for the Nats. 2 outs.
Green refractor for the Yankees. Wrong pile there. Nick Solak. Green refractor, 33 out of 99. Will Benson and Forrest Wall refractors. And the Dom Smith Fantasy Impact. Ooh, battery is low. Is this not plugged in?
That meant the team having some fun with their players on the scoreboard. Jamie Murphy is no Gibson.
There we go. Wire came out. Draft dividends. Jordan Sheffield. Vet and Cordell refractors.
20th home run of the year as National League won six. In the fourth, Giants with runners on second and third against Nashville.
And let's see what first auto in this box is.
Ball goes off of Panic's head and into that leader's glove. Panic is safe enough, but he would stay in the game. Bottom of the sixth, Ryan Zay.
Bobby Dahlbeck. Bobby Dahlbeck, base auto.
Zimmerman with a solo shot off Matt Moore. That's his 27, gives the Nationals a 2-1 lead.
Cousins and Solak refractors.
Pablo Sandoval at bat. The Panda crushes this one off the facing of the upper deck. Yeah, that's neat. Sandoval's first homer since returning to the Giants, and it ties the lead at a 2. This one went to extras. In the 11th, the Giants intentionally walked Anthony Rendon to load the bases for Howie Kendrick.
Swing a high fly ball. Deep in center field. This one
Blue paper for Phillies of Cole Stobie.
2 in 11 after a split of the doubleheader. Thanks to Kendrick's first walk-off homer.
Light blue, sky blue, Christian Arroyo for the Giants. McMahon and Quinn refractors, and Bradley's in their fantasy impacts.
We're looking to shut down the race. I like it. And you know all too well by now that Mike Treff and I will
And autograph number 2 this box, AJ Puck. Called that one. AJ Puck, base auto. Birdie and Irvin refractors.
Redefine ability, motion sense technology, so that I can redefine power, footwork, range. The more I move, the more it works. Degree, it won't let you down.
Who is left? We need Quantrill, Dunn, Will Smith,
Is your tummy still hurting? Or
maybe Matt Face, Corey Ray.
Hey, chin up there, Dale. Lots of bikers also drive cars. In fact, you can save big if you're bundled them both with Progressive.
I'd like that.
Great. Woo, that's all hands.
He uses my moisturizer.
There's free donuts in the quad.
I'd love to, but I've got calculus.
Here, my dude, take this tool on laptop from Best Buy with a powerful
And then,
7-gen Intel Core
what else?
processor.
Case
You'll crush your
170.
calculus.
Can I have a donut?
Maybe. Tech to impress at Best Buy.
This summer, a Wendy's Frosty is just 50 cents.
Feel free to freak out, because now's the best time.
Pete Alonso, we should see one of.
The 50-cent Frosty.
Possibly Tim Lynch, Eric Lauer.
Today's Best Western is more rewarding than ever. Rewards members get up to points never expire. Let's go get rewarded. Book now at bestwestern.com.
Draft dividends of TJ Zook, Alec Hansen, Alex Young, refractors.
I know how influential it is when you have good people outside of your parents that help you grow. We have to stretch our legs because power comes from the ground up.
Got Cal Ripken Jr., draft history. Marte and Ray refractors.
Purposes on earth is to positively impact as many lives as we can.
The official charity of Major League Baseball. Great futures start here.
Alright, Jake Bowers, paper parallel out of 499. Alex Spias, purple refractor, non-auto. Obviously, he doesn't have a chrome auto in this. Out of 250, AJ Puck Fantasy Impact, Barretto and Hayward refractors. Enough with the Mariners. What Mariner was that in reference to?
Sunday was all about the Aces. 5 different.
What Mariner are you talking about?
Their respective clubs, and that list doesn't include AL Cy Young frontrunner Chris Sale. The Red Sox.
I don't see any Mariners in.
First in the AL in wins, ERA, whip, and strikeout, and he's facing a Yankees team he has dominated. Just this season, Sale has a 1.15 ERA in 2 starts versus the Bronx Bombers, and in his career, his 1.17 mark in 12 wins is the best by any major league pitcher with at least 60 innings against the Yankees since they in the Bronx. On National Left-Handers Day, they picked this one up in the 4th.
Today was National Left-Handers Day? I didn't know that. Man, I could have celebrated. I'm left-handed, in case you didn't know. Oh, we got a Colorado of Dakota Hudson for the for the Dakota Hudson spot. Sorry, 154 out of 250. Dakota Hudson purple refractor auto. Alright. I don't know if we've got a Dakota yet. Centering on this one is rivaling Will Craig's.
No decision for Chris Sale. Sale was the first pitcher since at least 1913, going back to the record books, maybe ever, to have 3 strikeout games in a row versus the Yankees and not win any of them. No walk of his own. They load it up. A fly ball by Frazier would give the Yankees the lead. Here's the payoff. Here is Rafael Devers. Now he's a left-hand hitter. And a high fly, left center field. Hicks going back to the fence.
Jeff Dividends, Eric Lauer, Taylor Trammell refractor, Daniel Palka refractor. Good to see Taylor Trammell, even though it's not autographed.
Down to their final out. Swung on, popped up. Shallow right center field.
Matt Thies, Fantasy Impact. Tyler J. and Zach Collins refractors. Alright. 6 boxes down. 2 to go.
Rafael Devers and Andrew Benintendi. The Red Sox win a series against the Yankees for the first time this season. With the victory, Boston improves to 11-3 extra-inning games.
Alex Spias was a Texas Ranger.
Second highest total in the majors after the Seattle Mariners. Indians visiting the Rays. Corey Kluber on the mound in Cleveland. He's had a dominant year. Check out where he ranks among AL pitchers. Picked by Chris Sale, and Kluber is probably the hottest pitcher in the AL. The Rays will try to get to him early.
2 outs with the first and second from Evan Longoria. And the pitch lined it up for a base hit. Montoya with a 2-5 out third. Jackson out with it. Here's slow to the plate and foul. Evan Longoria with a no-hitter single in the Rays. They've got a run. It is 2-1. The last thing that you need is Corey Kluber to start stopping that. Now it's good. Strike out. Now it's good. Didn't like the call. 2 out. Here's another super. Swung out and missed. Corey Kluber disposes of Silver Corey Dickerson. Swung out and missed. And strikes out the side here in the 5th.
So 2 outs and a bases there. D2-1 Cleveland. Here's Edwin Encarnacion.
It swung out and hammered. Deep left field. Way out of here. Edwin Encarnacion with a laser to the seats and left. And the Indians
Thomas Jones, Sky Blue. Roger Clemens, draft history. Walker Robbins and Mason Thompson, refractors.
But he is safe in 1-0 Mariners. Could the Angels bounce back?
Run on the line to the deep left field. We're tied to the ball. Game of Thrones doesn't
Green paper, TJ Zook for the Blue Jays. 95 of 99. We got a gold refractor for the Indians of Shane Bieber. Number 4 of 50. Gold refractor for the Indians. Biggio and Chapman refractors. Marte Fantasy Impact. A little too far there. Zach Collins, draft dividends. Delvin Perez and Francisco Mejia refractors. Second time we've hit those guys, I believe. Six autos left, so this should be one of them in this case.
Victory also put the Angels 3 games over 500, first time since April.
Will Smith. Will Smith base auto. First time Will Smith's gotten on the board. Sedlock and Tucker refractors. Will Smith, I hit his Red Wave refractor auto. Bo Bichette. Franklin Barreto, Fantasy Impact. LeBlanc and Puckett refractors.
Hey Siri, take a selfie. Hoping I'm causing clips.
Huge transport pickup, right? Yes, sir. I'm going to show you a next generation pickup. Awesome. Let's do this. The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is less susceptible to punctures than aluminum. And best of all, this new truck is the current Chevy Silverado.
It's the Chevy Silverado. Get it totaled out for $9,600 or get 0% financing for 60 months on this Silverado.
Should have our 5th to last auto in this pack. Corbin Burns, paper out of $4.99. Glaber. Zach Collins, refractor auto. Zach Collins. Martinez and Bautista. Was that the second Zach Collins this case? I think it was.
No one loves a road trip like your furry sidekick. So when your side glass gets damaged, trust Safe Light Auto Glass to fix it fast. It's easy. Just bring it to us or let us come to you. And we'll get you back on the road.
No, maybe I'm wrong.
Because we care about you.
I thought we had Collins already today. Oh no, that was just... Okay, never mind.
Well, maybe not everyone, but if it's a baseball game,
Brett Linick, draft dividends, Moniak refractor, Thompson Williams refractor. We're back at the beginning, I feel like. Second time we've hit the same refractors.
I'm not sure they're built for the long haul. Dallas Keuchel has not been himself since coming off the shelf. He's frustrated right now.
Like one of those times where he had that stuff that he had early in the year.
Were the best team in baseball. They look unstoppable as they kept distancing themselves from the rest of the American League. But lately, Houston's had a problem. Losers of 5 straight entering Sunday. The Astros
Craig Biggio draft history insert. Trent Clark and Cole Reagan's refractors.
trade deadline is the AL's worst starter ERA since the break at 5.74. And on top of that, ace Dallas Keuchel has not been himself since coming off the DL with the neck strain, yielding 14 runs in 12 innings. Could Keuchel get back on track and help his team stop the skid on Sunday? Astros taking on the Rangers, top the 4th, no score in the game. Jose Altuve looking to give Keuchel some run support, and he does with a solo shot.
good start to the 4th inning for the Rangers. Here's the Adrian Beltre.
Eloy Jimenez, Chrome. Sheldon Lindsay, Sky Blue, followed by a Dalton Jeffries Blue refractor, 62 out of 150. Woodmansey and Lux refractors. And a Dylan Cousins Fantasy Impact.
With good reason, too. There were 5 guys hit yesterday's game, but none of them...
Cal Quantrill. Called that one. Cal Quantrill base auto. Reynolds and Smith refractors.
Here in the 6th inning. The Rangers have been knocking on the door the last 3 innings.
Shit. Paper. Kyle Muller. Paper number to 499. Kyle Muller. Zook and York refractors. AJ Puck draft dividends. Kyle Lewis Fantasy Impact, Who and Sheffield refractors.
Michael has allowed just 1 run over his last 3 starts against the Rangers.
Muller wasn't an auto. That goes to the Braves spot.
The right-handed Clipper has posted a 4.27 ERA in 51 appearances this season. The deal comes less than a month after the White Sox acquired Clippers from the Yankees. Twins taking on the Tigers in Motown. Top the 1st, Brian Dozier leading off.
So I don't know if you had the Braves spot or not, but it was that Muller.
Jump the third, it's 2-0 Twins. Miguel Sano up with one on. And Sano goes deep to left. His 26th homer of the year makes it 4-0 Twins. On 5 we go. Nicholas Castellanos up with 2 on. Urban Santana's pitch. It's past Chris Jimenez. A run comes in and the Tigers trail now 4-2. Later in the at-bat, Castellanos with a single into left field. That plays another run. Tigers cut the lead with 1. Later in the inning, bases loaded. Santana strikes out of James McCann. Ball gets away from Jimenez again. The tying run comes in. The third pass ball of the inning for Jimenez.
All right. Just about ready for final box.
Singles into center field. Around 4-5.
It's
About 9 to go now, 6-4 Twins. Trevor Kildenberger on to save. The tying run at the plate gets McCann to strike out to end it. Twins win 6-4. Minnesota now has 59 wins, matching the total from all of last season. Coupled with a sweep of the Brewers earlier in the week, the Twins have now won consecutive series for the first time since late. Orioles taking on the A's in Oakland. Kendall Williams was on Sunday. Exactly 15 minutes ago on Sunday, August 13th.
I think this one should have a color auto in it too. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, and Nolan Jones is 5. So yeah, this one should have a color auto. Let's see. I'm going to pull out the auto packs and do those last. So that one, I think it's that one, and that one. If it's not that one, then that one. So, do those last. How we do.
Time to see who was making moves presented by the Green Bay, Arizona. Chris Bryant enjoyed his third straight 3-hit game.
Glavin, draft history. Bead and low refractors.
Colorado Payton's recent home run binge left him on the verge of team history entering Sunday. One more home run again. Marlins Rockies when we come back.
Purple refractor of Tyler Bead for the Giants. Numbered 39 of 250. Followed by a Tyler Bead Fantasy Impact insert. And then Hart and Guerra refractors. Paper parallel of Tyler Bead, blue paper, 139 out of 150. How does it always happen that way? Justin Dunn, draft dividends, Jeffries and Mountcastle refractors. Zach Collins, Sky Blue. Zach Collins, Fantasy Impact. Hader and Jackson refractors. Watch there be a Zach Collins paper parallel on the next pack. It's just how it always seems to fall.
My rough, my 5 hour.
My morning, my 5 hour. My final,
My schedule,
my kids, my life, My 5 hour.
At AutoZone, we know you don't need an expensive new tool. That's why we loan over 100 specialty tools for free.
Bring it back when you're done.
Other people know about this?
Oh, yeah. Let's get you what you need.
What? Too much? Everyone's getting ready for the postseason. Get your daily dose of BenP34's.
Draft dividends of Dakota Hudson and a Bo Bichette refractor, followed by a Reese Hoskins refractor. I believe that's the second Bo Bichette refractor. So in this case, I think we had 2 in case 1. So I know it's not the same spot, but the auto spot's not hitting. The team paper power, team chrome spot is. Nelly Rodriguez paper parallel out of 499. Nolan Ryan draft history. Andrew Sopko and Ryan Bolt refractors. We got a green refractor coming up. Should not be an auto, but we'll see. We got an upside down Will Benson, followed by a Zach Birdie green refractor. Can't believe we've hit another Zach Birdie color. This case, this is 3 out of 99. Zach Birdie green refractor. Meadows Fantasy Impact, Happ and Jones refractors.
2-1 Miami. And Cargo up the middle with eyes. This should drive in 2. It will. And the Rockies take the lead. 3-2 ball game. Rockies on top, bottom 3. Giancarlo Stanton. Fastball fly to the right field deep. There goes Gonzalez. And it's gone. Number 42. Gary Sheffield, you got company.
What a run he's on. He's over 9 times in 10 games. Giancarlo Stanton yet another Marlins record.
21 home runs in July 5th. Put in perspective here, from April 1st to July 4th, he had 21 home runs as well. So it just shows you, I mean, just how much damage he has done.
Mike Aviles, the second baseman, struck out his first time. Here's the hot smash fair inside the back at third, down into the left field corner. DeLeese scores the go-ahead run. Ross around third. He's being waved to the plate, and there's not going to be a
And Nolan just got hit. And got hit on the hand. Left hand wrist area. And it looks like Arenado's coming out of the ball.
Justin Dunn, Fantasy Impact, Michael Paez and Mike Gerber refractors.
The whole weekend so far in Miami might have gotten worse.
Came back negative. Stanton homered for the 4th straight game after the Marlins complete the sweep of the Rockies. Stanton is the first player in franchise history with 9 home runs in a 10-game span.
Corey Ray, Fantasy Impact, Yosi refractor, Allard refractor, and our last 3 packs should have our last 3 autos of the case coming right up.
He has 33, and he's done that by making adjustments, and specifically with his stance. I want to go back to last year when Stanton had more of an open stance. You see that front foot is a little bit open there. The key for Stanton is that front hip, though. He's such a rotational hitter. His hip spins so fast he gets in trouble.
I'm calling Pete Alonso.
That's more of a neutral stance, I'll call it. Not closed, not open.
No, not Pete Alonso.
Now he's going to close it even more. It's a slightly closed stance a month later in June. Again, he's able to stay on the ball longer.
Jake Fraley,
And now let's look at today. He's been doing this now basically the last 2 months. Extremely
Pete Alonso and Bryce Wilson. That's my prediction here. If I go 1 for 3, I could be a Hall of Famer in baseball.
This has been the right thing to do because he stays on.
Cole Reagan's base auto. Cole Reagan's on the board again. Stobie and Fisher refractors. Oh, I'm 0 for 1.
When you see that side by side, before the trade deadline, a lot of people were talking about the Marlins. What are they going to do? Can they move Stanton? Will they move Stanton? Honestly, he wasn't moved. But with this new ownership group coming in, what do you think the chances are?
From the last pack, we'll have a color auto, I hope. You never know.
First of all, for new ownership coming in, I think it's very difficult. One of the first things you do is trade your best player. I know people, you mentioned how you did the contract.
Justin Dunn. Base auto, Justin Dunn. Right team with the Pete Alonso, yes. Wrong player. I think it's a first or second Dunn.
That gets up there in the average figure for Stanton.
Yep, we got color. Gavin Lux, blue refractor auto. Nice card, Gavin Lux. Terrible centering. We got some bad luck on centering with these blue refractor autos. That's a nice card, Gavin Lux.
Second, nobody out. Driven to deep right center field. Justin Turner with running gives the Dodgers the lead.
Refractors, we got Kingley and Chatham.
Just money brings all a two-run shot. And the Dodgers taking.
And that shall do it. If I had a fat lady, I'd make her sing. That's it for case 2. Hope you enjoyed it. And I am going to save the video. And then I kept everything pretty neatly sorted. But just give me a minute or two to sort and I'll do the recap, and then I'll get the recap pictures up. And let's see.
And up the middle. Gisele's got it. Across his body. They've got him. The freight train just keeps on rolling. 19 series in a row without a series defeat.
That is crazy. LA wins at 6-4. The Dodgers are undefeated in their last 19 series, while every other team has lost at least 6 series.